Hey guys, welcome back to Billy Ray's spare bedroom where all the parts are kept. So now we're digging into the back of the vehicle. We are going to be doing tow rods, brake lines, polyurethane bushings, and the coilovers for the back. So we come over here. We got some brake lines. These little guys here. They're the ones we're worried about. We come down here, got some tow rods from Spawn, I believe is the company name. Let's come over here. That's who made the tow rods. Then we come over here, we got the coilovers. We got the springs with the adjustments part in there. You can see it right there where the silver is. I didn't open it up yet. So the rear coilovers. And then we come over here, we have the energy suspension, the polyurethane bushings. We got control arm bushings, we got the subframe to body bushings, and there's one in there for the rear pumpkin. There's a bushing in there too. What else we got? We got sway bars, front sway bars. Don't need them where we're going. I believe more sway bars. Yeah, rear sway bars. Okay, cool. And then these are, what are these? Front cab bushings. Don't know what the hell that means, but we'll look into it. So, let's go out in the garage and I'll have the car all jacked up and we'll start digging into it. So this is probably going to be a multi-part series because taking that thing apart is going to be fun, to say the least. Probably going to take the axles out, definitely drop the suspension. Brake lines got to disconnect, wheels off, all that, you know, BS. You know what I'm talking about. So I'll figure out a way to get the car entirely jacked up because the exhaust probably has to come off too. Other than that, let's go out in the garage and start messing with this. Alright guys, back out in the garage. I have the GTO nice and jacked up, as you can tell. Just gonna give you a glance over of what we're going to do since we're doing the whole rear suspension, changing out all the bushings, changing out some aspects of it, tow rods, going to do the subframe connectors, and yeah, we'll see what else we find down there, and we'll look into it. Maybe new axles too. I was kind of told to probably go with 2005 and 6 GTO rear axles because they're not hollow. We'll look into that, but from the looks of this job, it looks like you have to take the axles apart and take them off. So give you a quick look underneath, see what we're looking at. Alright guys, look from the driver's side of the vehicle. One of the control arm bolts, like the bolt is on this side, so you're going to have to drop the whole cradle, which is all this going up there, up into here where the gears mount. I mean, the springs are coming out, shocks coming out. You take the axles out, like I said. Let's see if I could kind of point to it. Where is it? Right there. I think that's a wheel speed sensor. I haven't looked too much into it, but it looks like either that's going to come out or you're just going to have to be very careful with it, because I am going to have to drop the rear pumpkin to get a bushing in there. But give me a little extra tour in here. Let's see. So sway bars got to come off. The brake lines are kind of weird. So you have a rubber line here with a stainless line, and the stainless line comes all the way back here where it ties in right there. You see another rubber line that goes up to another hard line. So I got a brake line kit, I should say, that is going to replace all that. But I would imagine to drop the whole cradle and the control arms and stuff, you're going to have to take that all out to make your life easier. You know, the sway bar end link right there, that's got to come out. And, you know, see, the exhaust is definitely going to be in the way. So luckily I have an SLP. Let's see if I can get underneath. So yeah, as you can see, the exhaust system goes all the way up to there. I'll probably just have to disconnect it from there back to get the room that I need to do what I gotta do, or even maybe even right there, right just past the muffler, just to get that section of the exhaust out. Because here's the control arm right here, which also goes up to there, and that bushing's coming out. And also right here, this holds the cradle in place. So there's a bushing up in here, and then there's 3 bolts holding that in, and that's going to come out because I'm putting subframe connectors all the way down to there, which I have to do some welding to get those in. So doesn't seem like a lot of stuff, but it's I would imagine it takes a couple days to do all that. My light's spazzing out. Oh. So yeah, you have to pull a lot of stuff apart. So like I said, probably just start with the exhaust, get that out of the way. You know, start small, and go from there. Looks like that bolts up to there. I'm gonna do a little bit of wrenching and get that exhaust. At least start getting the exhaust out. Get this thing going. I got the tires off already, so no big deal. The emergency brake cable, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, because that's right there, and it's welded onto here, so I don't know if there's a way to disconnect it. Like I said, I have not looked into it too much. Like, I do as little research as I can just so I could genuinely approach this. And I have a cradle alignment tool coming in the mail. Apparently those things are super hard to find, and I found a website that has them. Got one coming. The company said they only have 3 left, and the guy or company that makes it is no longer available. So if you have one of these tools, could be worth a little bit of its weight in gold. I mean, I want to do this right. So it's also said that some of these cradles come out of whack from the factory, which I don't get, but apparently that's a thing. If this thing's been wonky from the factory, we're gonna straighten it out. All right, let me get some tools together and start wrenching and get this exhaust off, and just start piecing it from there. Probably just pull the brakes off and get them out of the way, and see how far I get in this video. But I'm probably gonna make it a multi-part video where, you know, taking it apart, putting it back together, doing certain aspects of putting it back together just to break it up a little bit so it's not 1 hour-and-a-half long video, and, you know, try and break it down to like a 10-minute, 10, 15, maybe 20 if it's that important. I'll keep everything in. But all right, let me get some tools and I'll start wrenching.